Good morning to everyone. Today I'm finally going to start coloring my 2024 Doodle Planner by Amanda Rach Lee. I've mentioned before that this is my 5th year using the Doodle Planner, and I absolutely love using this as a way to relax and to keep all of my memories throughout the years. In all of the doodle planners that I have, I've always used pencil crayons to fill in Amanda's doodles. I just like that I'm able to erase the pencil crayon if I ever make a mistake, which is pretty hard to do if I'm using my super tip markers. Of course, I've seen tons of beautiful spreads and doodle planners that are filled in with markers, and I believe Amanda herself loves to use markers in a lot of her spreads as well, but I'm definitely team colored pencils or team pencil crayons. If you do decide to use markers though for this, I would recommend the Crayola Super Tips. Those ones are pretty nice and they don't bleed through the paper. For the first few pages of the Doodle Planner, you can see I'm going with a blue theme to match the denim cover, which by the way is so cool that this year she has textured planners. She has a teddy and denim version, and the denim version just feels so good. It really feels like a solid pair of jeans. The January theme is this kind of starry night hot air balloon, and the clouds here, I always have trouble figuring out how to color in the clouds because I'm always thinking that they should be white, but I wanted to add some gradients and some different blues and purples in there, so it's kind of like a galaxy look that I'm going for this theme. The next spread is the full calendar for January. So what I like to do is I color this top bar with the main color that I decide for this month. And for January, it's going to be dark blue. Then I color in the little doodles, and for the number squares here, I like to change up the colors in a diagonal line so that it has a little bit of variation. This monthly view is really useful for just putting some special events, birthdays, whenever I post a video, and I like to keep track of whenever I finish a book or whenever I finish a certain TV show or movie. At the end of the month, I like to keep a little record of some of my YouTube analytics, so I put that right in the notes section so that I can see a summary of the month. This spread is the habit tracker and mood tracker. Before I used the Doodle Planner, I had never used a habit tracker or mood tracker before, but I do find a lot of benefit to using this. Mainly the habit tracker, which allows me to see every month what kind of habits I want to work on and if I've been improving at all, which a lot of times no, but at least I get some idea. I definitely think that the habit tracker is what helped me keep my Duolingo streak of 850 plus days for Japanese. I still can't really speak Japanese, but at least I've been doing my daily Duolingo so that Owl won't keep complaining. When I first started using the Doodle Planner, I really didn't know what habits I wanted to track, so it's evolved over the years, and now I have it down to kind of a system where the first row has more to do with my health, as in exercising, waking up at the right time, not sleeping at 4 a.m., and eating my vitamins every day. The habit tracker for me is a nice way to remind myself, hey, you didn't do this yet, so you're not allowed to color in the box. And when I see unfilled boxes, that makes me very uncomfortable. So it kind of forces me to get into that habit. Even though I know there's no way I can ever fill all of the boxes, it's still a nice way to keep you motivated. For the second row, I like to put things that I'm learning, like a language, reading. At one point, I had drive in there because I didn't know how to drive yet, so I was trying to practice driving more. And for this final row, I put things that have more to do with creativity and some housekeeping because I definitely need to work more on my videos and my neglected YouTube channels. after the filler pages, which I use to create a scrapbook of pictures that I collect over the month, it's the weekly spreads. So this one will change every week. I don't do the same color scheme for every week, but the first one here, I'm just going with a blue. Even though all of the coloring is pretty much exclusively pencil crayon, I still like to use Crayola super tip markers to outline these boxes for each of the dates because it just adds such a nice pop of color to each week. And since I don't do the same color scheme for every week, I can change up the look of it, and it's just nice to see something different every week. I love how 2024 started perfectly on a Monday, so she didn't need to add any of the previous dates from 2023. And to fill in each of these boxes, I always use a Muji pen. This month's color, as I mentioned before, is like a dark navy blue, so that's why I have the pen ready on this side here to fill in the other days. So my routine usually is at the end of the day, I will look in my journal and write what happened, look back on how I was feeling that day to fill in my mood tracker, and then fill in the habit tracker and look at all of the things that I did not do that day or did do that day. I really should have posted this video sooner. It's already the end of January, but I'm working on it. I'm hoping I can do one every month for this entire doodle planner. And now let's do a quick flip through of it all set up. So we have this overview, reflections, and goals that I will fill in eventually. For things to check out, I like to put movies, shows, anime, and books. And then here, I never know what to put in the front blank pages, but I'm gonna make a vision board, hopefully. And then my goals are here, the overview of the month, habit and mood tracker again, blank page that will be filled with pictures of the month at the end of the month, and then each week as it goes by. So that is pretty much it for my doodle planner setup for the month of January. I hope you like the different color schemes that I went with, and if you have your own doodle planner, I hope you had a good January. Can't wait to fill it in for February.